All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the guided improvisation for laughter, fun, and creativity. I'm so excited that you're joining today, and we're going to have a lot of fun and a good time in this short hour. To introduce myself, my name is Dana Gowan. I'm a speaker, improviser, and self-proclaimed facilitator of fun. But that's because we're going to have a lot of fun, as I mentioned, and you all will get to connect with each other and kind of tap into your creativity. And you got a little snippet of that with the artwork you just did. Brett mentioned he was worried about coloring in the lines and staying in the lines. There's no worries about that today. Color outside the lines, go outside the lines, enjoy it. There are no mistakes here, only happy accidents and opportunities. So quick background, I started taking improv classes about 3 years ago, and it's really been a game changer for me. I don't want to be dramatic and use the term life-changing. I feel like we throw that term out there a lot. And, oh, this was so life-changing. This pumpkin spice latte is life-changing. Like, we need to kind of chill out on the life-changing. But I will say, game-changing. It has changed how I view things in my personal life, my professional life. It has given me a whole new set of skills and perspective that they're so simple. You'll see they're very simple, but they are, in fact, game-changing. And today we're going to use some of those skills, and you're going to experience some of those skills. So quick show of hands. How many of you have seen improv, done improv, watched improv, any kind of experience with improv? Yeah, great. Excellent. Maybe like a Whose Line Is It Anyway? Or you've done it. Great. Wonderful. So we were all kind of familiar with it. And when you think of improv, you probably think of the theater and the stage and TV. Whose line is it anyway? And it's for actors. But in fact, a lot of the skills that they use to keep scenes going, improvisation is made up on the spot. They get a suggestion and make it up. And they're so good at it that they make it look like they've prepped and planned and prepared, but really they're just making it up. They're using skills, though, to keep the scenes going. And you're going to use those same skills today. And then you'll see how those skills can apply to your life, too. So today's session is going to focus on 3 principles of improv. And let me put that in the chat for you. So 3 principles of improv. There are plenty, but we'll focus on 3 today. 1, accept and build. And you might know that as yes and. I think that's a pretty familiar term. If not, if you haven't heard of it, don't worry. We will get to it. You will learn all about yes and today. Also, I mentioned already, no mistakes, only opportunities. Color outside the lines, embrace mistakes. They happen. How do you handle when you make mistakes? Do you go inside your head and go, oh God, that was so dumb? Or do you embrace it and say, actually, there was something fun that came out of that mistake or that learning opportunity? So we can kind of reframe our thoughts around mistakes. And 3, make your scene partner look good. How great would the world be if we all tried to make each other and our scene partners, our life partners, our friends, our colleagues, all look good? We would look good on the flip side because we're making each other look good. And that's why improv is so successful when you watch it, because they are trying to make each other look good. All right, so gone through the principles. Is anyone a little nervous? You don't have to raise your hand, but you might be feeling a little like, oh God, what did I get myself into today? What did Brett sign us up for? What are we doing here? Don't worry, we've got some ground rules. All right, let me put those in the chat. These will help us stay safe, psychologically safe, so that you feel comfortable participating. So if you can, please put your videos on at least for the breakout sessions. So we will be doing breakout sessions. I want to give you a heads up on that. Breakout rooms, excuse me. There'll be 2 or 3 people in the room, so it should be more intimate. I think you all know each other, so but if not, please introduce yourselves. Number 2, I hope this makes you feel better. It doesn't have to be funny. We think of improv as comedy and funny and oh, I've got to come up with the most zany, wacky thing to be funny. The funny comes when you're present and staying focused and just being in the moment. So say the first thing that comes to your mind. Don't be searching for that funny thing. The funny comes in the present. I don't have any worries or issues or concerns with this. I know you all will keep it work appropriate, of course, and safe for work, but just, as I said, say the first thing that comes to your mind. In the event that the first thing that comes to your mind is not work appropriate, let's go to the second thing that comes to your mind to keep it work appropriate, of course, but no concerns there. Number 4, this is the biggest one, really. Be here, be open, and allow yourself to be a beginner. If this is something new to you all, if you have not tried improv or done any of these exercises, chances are you may struggle. You may not be as good at it as you want to be. For all the perfectionists in the room, you may not be as good at it as you are with other things. That's okay. Allow yourself to be a beginner and learn. And finally, have fun and enjoy yourself. Can everyone do that? We can have fun and enjoy ourselves. Yeah, excellent. All right. And then I do want to mention that at any time, if you want to sit out and just observe, you can always say pass. And if you don't want to go to a breakout room, you can let me know by renaming yourself. So if you go to your Zoom box and click on those 3 little buttons there, let me admit, Lori, click on the 3 buttons, rename yourself, and you can put 2 asterisks in front of your name, and that will tell me to not put you in a breakout room. I will try my best to make sure you don't go in. If by mistake you happen to go in the breakout room, you can come right back and tell me I don't want to go in. No questions asked, no worries. I want to make sure you all feel good about this session. Sound good? Any questions? Excellent. Okay, well, let's do a quick little warm-up icebreaker to get started. I'm going to put you all into breakout rooms with a partner. I think we've got an even number, great. And you all are going to play ping pong. And you say, ping pong, how am I going to play ping pong? I don't have a paddle, I don't have a ping pong ball. You got a paddle right here. You see it? You see the paddle hitting the ball up and down? You all have a paddle in your hand. Let someone in. You have a paddle in your hand, and you're just going to play desktop ping pong with your partner. So you can make it as small or as large as you want. I'm pretty confined to my space. I've got my printer right here. I don't want to hurt myself. I don't want you all hurting yourself, but you're just you hit it back and forth. You can go backhand, you go that way, and really see the ball and see what you experience in this. So you have 2 minutes to play ping pong with your partner. Sound good? All right, give me 1 second to create the breakout rooms, and then you all will have 2 minutes to do that. All right, I think I left 1 person out, so that way they can stay with me and we can play together since there's an odd number. All right, ready? You have 2 minutes, and it'll take you back when those 2 minutes are up. All right, and Sarah, you are the one left out. If you don't mind, we can play ping pong together though. I'm going to change my background here. That way you can kind of see it a little bit better. Got a little messy desk, that's okay. It's all good. All right, you ready? I'm going to serve to you. Okay, you won that point. All right, I'll serve. Actually, you could serve. You could serve. Okay, I'll serve.
Lost it.
Nice work. I think people will be coming in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Good job.
Yep.
Did you see the ball? Except hello, everyone. Welcome back. Did you all have fun playing ping pong?
I was in separate rooms.
Does anyone would anyone like to share? How did you feel?
Awkward.
There's no ball there. I felt silly.
My microphone was with Nico, but my video was with Heather. So it was very odd.
Oh, interesting.
I'm on 2 devices.
Okay.
So I'm
I was
starting
playing. I was still playing.
She was, and I was trying to get back.
I didn't know you were watching me. It's a good thing I
I can
wasn't
see
sticking my
you.
nose or something.
Thank you for letting me know, Justin. I now see that you have 2 devices, so I will make sure you end up in the same breakout room.
That's
But what
helpful.
a fun opportunity to be in 2 rooms at one time, right?
Yeah, I've never felt more like God. So that was weird.
What is that? Everything, everywhere, all at once? You were in that movie then.
I was
Yeah.
movie.
Did you find yourself really overthinking in this exercise, or did you just kind of really focus on that ball that you were seeing?
I had trouble getting there. So I
And
was
that's okay.
concentrating on getting there. So
Yeah. Anybody get really competitive, like start slamming the ball at your partner's face? No? Okay, you're not a competitive bunch?
We were playing our significant others, so yeah.
What's that?
We weren't playing our significant others.
That's true, right? Okay. So we know where the competition comes in. But if you did find yourself being a little, maybe not competitive, but hyper focused on like, I'm really gonna get that ball. Like, okay, she hit it this way. I'm gonna hit it this way. I gotta go backhand. If you were focused, that means you were present in the moment. You weren't thinking about your emails. You weren't thinking about, oh, I gotta do the shopping later. You were just present in the moment and enjoying this imaginary activity, this creative activity that you were doing. You were creating out of nothing. So kudos to y'all. And we'll be doing a lot of that. And I took my background off so that we could see my movement. So I'm going to put my background back on again real quick. Here we go. All right. So next game I want to play with you all is just real quick. I'm going to put you all into breakout rooms again. I will make sure Justin ends up in the same room as his other device. And you all are just going to do a quick share of where you got your name. Like, why did your parents give you the name that you have? Just the true story. Why did you get your name? Where did it come from? And if it was like they just liked it, that's the story. So it'll only be 2 minutes, just quick share. You'll share for a minute and then your partner will share for a minute. And I'm going to change up the breakout rooms here. And you might end up with the same partner, and you know what? Then you get to just be with the same partner. Again, that's a happy accident. All right, so you have 2 minutes. Tell your partner where you got your name from. And go.
This meeting is being recorded.
All right, welcome back. I hope you all had a nice share. You got to learn where your coworker's name came from. Now we're going to go back into the same rooms with your same partner. This time you are going to make up where your name came from. So you've told the real story. Now make up where your name came from. And it could be as large or as small of a makeup as you want it to be, but it just has to be different from the original story. Okay, sound good? So you get 2 more minutes to do that and make it up now. Use your imagination. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. So that exercise was just to get our brains kind of going and thinking of ways to make it up and use our imaginations. That was just a quick little exercise into not lying per se, but just getting comfortable with being more creative and using our imaginations there. And if it didn't come natural to you, if you struggled with it, that's okay. You've got more opportunities to make it up and use your imagination. All right, so our next exercise we're going to do is you all are going to plan a holiday party with a new partner. The holidays are coming up. It's time to party. You've got to plan a party now with your partner. You've got a big party to plan. And you all will plan it together. Let me put in the chat some directions here. Someone will start. Let's say person with the last name closest to Z. Let me give a shout out to those last name closest to Z people. You all will start with an idea. For our holiday party, we should have those little cheese cubes. The partner will say, no, because some people don't like cheese and they're lactose intolerant. We can't have cheese there, whatever. And then you'll give another idea. No, because people be lactose intolerant. I think we should have hottie toddies, but the non-alcoholic version. No, because people don't like tea right now, like whatever it is. Okay, so you just keep saying no because to each other. All right, you'll have 2 minutes to do that, and then I'll bring you back and you'll get your next instructions. So let me give you some new partners here. Let me make sure. Oh, I think we might have lost, or okay.
I consolidated down to one device.
Oh, you consolidate. Thank you. Perfect. All good. Just wanted to make sure you didn't have another issue. Great. Perfect. Okay. Plan that holiday party and see how it goes. And Don, are you able to go? If not, I can.
Yeah, I
can-
was gonna sit this one out. You have enough people? to-
Sure. Yeah. Let's see. Let me see.
I missed the beginning of, I know that we're supposed to plan a party, but then you said something about not saying no to all the things, so I missed the
Yeah,
instructions, so.
that's okay. Let me see. Let me bring back.
But I'll sit this one out, that's okay.
Okay, sure.
This meeting is being recorded.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I hope you got a little bit planned in your party.
It's tough.
And
The plan when everything's a no.
Yeah, they kept saying no. I tried wrote my best.
well, I'm
I'm
glad, I mean, not glad, but I'm glad you followed directions there. Now, I understand that was hard. This time you get to respond with yes, but. So you're gonna plan the party again, start with the same idea. So whoever said the idea, say the same idea, and then every response will be yes, but. All right, and let me get you all back into your rooms. So you'll have the same partner too. Unless someone dropped off, and that's
My
fine, we'll get
partner's
them
gone.
back in. Your partner's gone?
Yeah.
That's
I'll plan
okay.
the party myself.
No, we'll leave you here.
I could do it with her.
Come to my party.
Okay, Don, I'll get you in. Let's then. Cool. Okay. All right. So you got 2 minutes. Yes, but. All right. And Nico, I left you out so we can keep our party planning going. But say yes, but.
Okay, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
I think you said you could start again with the takeout.
Okay, I think for our Christmas party this year, we should order takeout from McDonald's.
Yes, but everyone loves Popeyes, though. I think we should go with Popeyes over McDonald's.
Yeah, but if we're gonna do fried chicken, we should do KFC then because I think it's better.
Yes, but their mashed potatoes aren't very good. Maybe we get the chicken from KFC, but then we get the potatoes from In-N-Out with their fries.
Yes, but I don't think there's an In-N-Out anywhere near Michigan.
Yes, but we could have the fries flown in to Michigan, and then they would be fine. You just have to heat them up.
Okay, but what are we gonna do for drinks?
Yes, but we can just have soft drinks there. I mean, no one
Yeah,
drinks a lot anyway at holiday
um,
parties.
Some booze.
I just got reconnected. My internet dropped, so I'm just entering the room with you. We're talking
Oh,
about.
good. Yeah, Heather, we're just responding with yes, but now, and everyone's coming back in.
Okay,
You just caught the tail end of our yes, but party
Okay.
planning.
fine. That's okay. I'm glad I was able to get back in. So.
Yes, I am too. So everyone will be coming in back in a minute or a second. All right, welcome back. Last one. Okay, hope maybe you're getting a little farther. I don't know. We'll talk about it after. Last thing, you got 2 more minutes. Now you're going to respond with yes and. So start with the same idea and then respond yes and. You probably see where this is going. This is not rocket science, but at least you're getting to experience it. So I will send you back into the same room to see how it goes. All right, Heather and Nico, you all are just in the main room. Here, I'm going to pause the recording. All right, welcome back, everyone. I want to hear how did your party planning experience go? Did you get farther with yes and, or what were your experiences with no because or yes but? Well, and let me back up. Does anyone want to share what their party is? What are you going to do for your party that you planned with your partner?
We're gonna have a baseball team come over to the party, and there's gonna be lots of food. Everybody in the baseball team is gonna have a +1, and then we're all gonna play baseball.
Excellent. I love it. That was great. For our party, we ended up going to a restaurant and then ice skating, getting some hot cocoa, and then maybe adding some Baileys to that hot cocoa. It's that kind of party. And then going to the bar with our ice skates on and singing karaoke. So that's how our party was planned. Anyone else want to share their party plans?
That sounds like a very poppin' party. Our party that we planned was going to start at Friday at 4:30, no later. And there is going to be a white elephant exchange, and there's going to cap the amount at $10. So, yeah.
Excellent. Great idea. Yeah, because if it gets higher, it gets a little stressful. And you always get really interesting things with the white elephant. So how did you all feel? Yes, and what did you notice? Yes, and versus the other two? No, because, or yes, but?
Yes, and is just so much more collaborative. Like it just even regardless of how much progress you make, just the energy and the exchange is so much better. It's just so much more positive. And it's just so much easier to make progress because you're moving forward as opposed to like pausing and either staying where you're at or moving backwards, which happens with the no because or the yes but.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it better than I could, Brad. That was great. And really, no because and yes but are the same thing, right? We're kind of just saying, yeah, but really no. Like that's really what yes but is disguised as a no because, basically. And did anyone else, any other insights there? that you noticed?
I think in either case, we both wanted to, like you said, make the other person look good, like acknowledge their ideas and build on from them, regardless of which form it took.
Absolutely.
Built into the
Yeah.
game that you're building, that you're making the other person look good.
Yeah.
And also, I think there's
Mhm.
some humor involved in saying no sometimes. It makes it go down more easily. Use a different voice or something to say you're not going to do that. But anyway, like that. We had
I
fun.
like
We
that
had
spin
fun
on
with
it. I like that spin on it. Yeah, because sometimes it is hard to say no. And I want to be very clear here, like boundaries are important. So I'm not saying to say yes and to everything in life. I'm not saying to say yes to everything in life. No is a statement. No is a sentence in itself. You are welcome to say no when you are uncomfortable. This exercise of yes and is really to show us what a yes and mindset can bring us. And it also shows us what saying no can do to situations. So if you all are in a brainstorming session and someone throws out an idea and then someone says, no, that won't work because blah, blah, blah. Well, is that person going to be likely to add any more ideas to the suggestion box? Probably not, because they've been shut down. And then so we might say, yes, but really that won't work either. And then their ideas still aren't heard. So yes and is a really good brainstorming tool. And if you can allow yourself in a brainstorming meeting when you all have those to just say yes and, even with like the craziest idea, like we're going to wear ice skates to the bar. Yes. And we'll put mats down so that way we don't scuff up the bar. And then we'll dance around in skates and no one will get hurt. Like you keep building on that and you say, yes, and yes, and yes, and you actually might find a solution 4 or 5 ands in that you never would have gotten to had you said no. So just think about that. And with improv, yes and is actually all about saying yes and to yourself too. So I want you to reflect on how many times are you saying no but, or no because, or yes but to yourself. Maybe you think of an idea and you say, oh, I want to do this. I want to start this little creative project. No, because then I got to go buy all the stuff. No, because then I got to go back to school. No, because it'll take all the time to learn. We're always, at least I won't speak for you all, I'm always telling myself no. And I'm giving myself reasons why I can't do something. But if I could say yes to myself, the limits are endless, or the limits are down, the possibilities are endless. And I can actually achieve what I want because I keep saying yes and to myself. So just reflect on that. Again, yes and is not being Jim Carrey's yes man character, all right? But yes and is about acceptance and appreciation. So if you start a meeting saying, hey, we're going to say yes and, this is brainstorming, all ideas are on the table, you're really opening up for acceptance and appreciation. And then, you're solutions focused, you're curious, it really helps to build. And you're showing that you're open and willing to entertain new ideas. Any thoughts on that?
Actually, I remember something that Neil Armstrong's wife said. He was a man of few words, and she said, if with him silence was an answer and no was an argument. I thought, okay, yes, you can argue with a single word and then everything ends. Leave it open.
Lori, that's amazing. I love that quote. That's really good. Yeah. And we all have our own way of communicating. So yeah, if you're saying, yeah, and what are you really communicating? So communication goes a long way from just our words too. That was a great point. I have one more activity for us, kind of our conclusion today. And this will be a fun one. I want you to say yes and to it and just see what comes up. All right. So you all are going to build a tower with a sculpture, some kind of piece of art with anything that's around your desk within your reach, within your arm's length reach. You're going to build a tower or a sculpture. Your cat can be part of the sculpture if he stays still. But you have 2 minutes to build this sculpture. So if you're in your head going, oh no, I don't know how to build a sculpture out of yes and, say yes and right now. How can you build this sculpture and tower? You have 2 minutes. Any questions before we start the time? If you've got a wheelie chair, you need to wheel a little bit, okay? But like, don't be getting up into the other room grabbing stuff, like it's arm's reach. And if you're a minimalist, you don't have a lot of stuff. Yes, and I know you can create something. All right, ready? 2 minutes on the clock. And go.
I can't use my gingerbread house, right?
Can you reach it?
I can, but I won't do that.
It can be part of it. You can add to it, whatever you want. I feel like we need some sculpture building music here.
All right. Clock. Yeah.
All right, we got a minute left, a minute to build. Four, three, two, one. Hands up. Great. I can see some towers and sculptures already. This looks great. Excellent. Great job saying yes and to your tower and sculpture. All right. let me add. I am going to send you all into a breakout room with a partner, a different partner, hopefully. We'll see. And I want you'll get, let's see, maybe 3 minutes. I'll give you 4 minutes. And I want you to tell your partner, you can switch off, you get 2 minutes each. Tell your partner what this sculpture is called, where you got the inspiration for this sculpture, and what was going on in your mind and your life, like really make up a story here to go along with this sculpture. Don't just say it is a pile of junk. Like this is a piece on the balancing act of human life, whatever, like really get into it and explain sculpture name and why you got the inspiration, how you got the inspiration for it. Okay. And your partner can ask questions too. So I'll give you a notice when it's 2 minutes, you can switch and explain your sculpture. All right. All right. Explain your sculpture and where the inspo came from. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you got a good chance to share what your tower looked like. I got to take a picture of mine before it fell. Anyone real quick want to share their tower and what you were able to come up with?
Oh my God, please, Brett, share yours. In 2 minutes, his was amazing. I can't even believe he thought about this in this short amount of time.
Brett, you feel like sharing?
Sure,
Don't knock over your tower.
I'll go quickly. This is called the amphibious tower, and this whole portion is actually below water. So it's half below water, half above water. This vessel is below sea level underwater, but enclosed and has a level of water up in it so that actually people live in that vessel below water. And then the iPhone box is actually representative of above land. These two chapsticks are rocket ships, so you can actually go from water to space in a matter of seconds. And then this is housing up here. What's nice about this tower, though, is when you have an apartment down below water, you get its equal opposite apartment above water here. And then this, which might look like an information pen, is actually an expandable sail. So when the city wants to move, it expands its sail out and it can just move all around the ocean.
I want to live there.
Yeah, I know. Was it the equal and opposite apartment above and below water that got you? Is that what sold you?
It's very cool.
Very
Bravo.
detailed. Very.
Fantastic.
I realize.
Brett, thank you for sharing.
I really like
Brett,
making stuff up.
Brett, I wonder if there's something hereditary, because the main part of my sculpture was a water vessel as well. That I added both below and above to it as well. And I used a pen, although I didn't unfortunately have an information pen at my fingertips. But
You're
Yeah.
both earth signs, so that's interesting.
That is really interesting what came up there. I love the water bottle. That was brilliant. Fantastic job, everyone. I know we're coming up on the hour. I want to just quickly share with you all. First off, I want to get you all to give yourselves a round of applause for doing something new and different, a little out of the box, maybe from your usual presentations, but give yourselves a round of applause for going with it and trying something new here. I will share this with you. I'll send you an email after with some takeaways, but I want you all just to notice how you said yes and today and what a yes and mindset can bring to you. You all listened. You listened to your scene partners. When you planned the party, you listened as they were telling about their structures. You thought quickly. You really thought quickly on the spot. I used to be like, don't put me on the spot. I need to think about things. I need to mull them over. Please don't put me on the spot. But you all thought quickly on the spot today and were able to come up with some brilliant things. So trust your skills, trust that you can come up with things quickly on the spot if that is something you struggle with. You all showed excellent teamwork, even though we got into breakout rooms, you worked together. Someone's putting a heart on there. I love it. Thank you. Using that annotate feature, being very creative. Above all else, you all showed lots of creativity today. For me, creativity became really important during COVID, trying to find a creative outlet. And, whatever that means to you, it doesn't mean you have to quit your job and do, of course, but like, and do your creative passion. It just means coloring, painting, singing, anything that brings you joy is creative, and it doesn't have to be in the creative sense. You all built a structure. Brett just built a living structure for people to live in, underwater and above water, and rocket ships, out of things that were on his desk. That was a very creative way to do it, and you all did that with your creativity today. So round of applause. Thank you so much for participating and joining in this session. I did put a link to the survey in the chat if you wouldn't mind sharing your feedback about this session, and we can make improvements on others. Oh, and last thing, I left that box open, that last box open right here for you to think about what else you got out of this and any other takeaways. So thank you all. I apologize for going a few minutes over. Thanks for staying on. But thanks for joining, and let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you very much, Dana.
Yes,
you.
and happy holidays too.
It is, yeah. This was a lot of fun. Really appreciate you taking some time to join us today.
Absolutely.